Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be very, very angry when I talk about this movie that I'm going to share with you today. But let's start. Let's rewind. Do you know what makes a good movie? True life stories. Yes, biographies. They are biographies, right? Let me take it again. Do you know what makes a good movie? True life stories. Now, there is one thing with movies and the plot and the storyline, but one thing that makes it better is when these things actually unfold and happen in true life. This movie that I'm going to be talking to you about, it's called Swiped. It's a 2025 movie talking about the development of dating apps and how women are segregated in the society and even in the workplace. Now, it showed this particular lady who was just trying to push her NGO, and she stumbled into this man who was a CEO for startup businesses. And you know what? The guy just said, "Let me employ you on the spot. You're really good. You're a good marketer." And they went to the company and they just started talking. Now, she came up with an idea called Tinder. If you guys know this dating app, you should know that she was the co-founder of Tinder. It's not guys. It's not the guys. In fact, I would say, hands up, she's the one that developed it. Because she brought the name. The only thing that she didn't do was document and, do a lot of signing and all of that. But to be honest, if you watch the movie, you'd see that she was the major shareholder in that business. So she created the name called Tinder. And of course, you guys know what Tinder is. It's a dating app. And men being men decided, you know what? Yeah, we'll take your idea and make it our own. There are a lot of things that happened that made me feel like women are trying, Sha. That's basically it. Women are trying. Then let's even talk about her boyfriend and her. I don't understand why so many men or some men can be so insecure to the point of reducing or trying to bring down a fellow woman just because you know that she's more brilliant than you. Are you not supposed to celebrate her? And now being that she's your girlfriend. But no, this man decided to stalk her, humiliate her, call her names while they were dating. And thankfully she said, you know what, I can't do this again. But that was the beginning of her nightmare. Imagine going to work even after breaking up with somebody at your workplace. That's why I always say that don't date inside your work environment. It's not good. It's not a see finish. Anyway, this guy, because he could not take or handle a form of rejection, started telling his other male people that this girl is a slut, she's a harlot, she's a whore, she has slept with so many people, and they started calling her names. I mean, obviously, this is ground for sexual harassment. Now, the person that employed her, who also made her the co-founder of this particular company, Tinder, said, you know what, it's like you don't want to work here again, submit your resignation. And she was like, just like that, I built this brick by brick, and then she decided to just like sue them, because obviously they took her idea, they sexually harassed her in the office, called her names and whatnot. But guess what these people wanted to do? Just pay her off and make her to shut up. But no, there were a lot of things that were going to unfold for her. This girl went through a lot of distress, and it's actually really, really sad, because there were few people in the workspace that could actually speak up as a woman, which is actually so bad to hear, because I'm not genderalizing this thing, but if somebody comes to say something has happened in a company that you own, I think at that point you should sit down and say, you know what is going on between you guys? Is this true? Somebody has to pass a form of stuff. There should be rules and regulations. Somebody has to be penalized. Somebody has to go through some rigorous training or whatever. Somebody has to leave. Apparently, the person that was assaulted in this case left the company, because you know what they say, bros before hoes. But you people did not think of idea. It was a hoe that brought the idea. You thieves. Anyways, it was such a drastic time for her because a lot of things happened. She felt like people started stalking her. I mean, obviously, you see comments like, "Oh, I'm going to," all the time, and to the point she was reporting nothing was being done. You know, I'm talking about her basically. Of course, there were other women in this movie that had faced not similar but similar. I mean, there was a girl that was just sifting through explicit photos when she kept telling the guys that, you know what, we need to put a rule where if you submit this kind of picture, you'll be taken down. They said, nah, it's not a big deal. Imagine your work, you as a lady, you come and the next thing you are seeing the private parts of men every day, and somebody will ask you, how was work? You say it's fine, Abby. It was degrading, traumatizing, and just outrightly sad. Well, she picked herself up, and thankfully, there was somebody, another toxic person, which I was so happy that she did not stand for toxicity in the end. And then she created the app called Bumble. You guys know about Bumble, right? But yeah, so she was the founder and CEO of the whole company called Bumble and other associates of that company. So yes, it's a real life story. It's called Swiped. You can check it out. It's not horror, don't worry. It's really educative and thought provoking, and it will disturb you as a woman, because this society that we live in can be quite appalling, especially when it comes to moving in the direction of women. Okay, well, that's all I have for you on this segment. Until next time, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.